everybody, it's Brad with the Big Family Homestead, and today we are talking about solar power, more specifically portable solar power, and we're talking about the INERGY Kodiak system. So we've got a lot of time invested in this. We've been experimenting and trying it out, and I want you guys to have the 411 on this system. Okay, I have to start by telling you what this video will be, and more importantly, what it's not gonna be. I am not gonna go through all of the myriad ways that you can use this, hook it up, blah, 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 because I have other videos on that. If you wanna see those videos, they're in links below. I'm going to go over an overview of what the system is and what it does, but more importantly, today's video is gonna be about how I've used it, how it's worked, the reliability issues. We've had it for nearly 6 months and we've used it many, many times. So that's what the video is and what it's not. Links are below if you want to watch the more expanded yada yada and yippee skippy. So without any further ado, let me tell you what I've used it for. All right, the INERGY Kodiak solar system. First things first, you gotta know that I have been working with, or rather trying my best to understand and build solar systems for coming on over 6 years now for sure. And I have killed my share of batteries. I have not understood things like blocking diodes until just recently. I've not understood the math behind it. And I tell you what, it's been really hard trying to find a single place that puts everything into one plain, understandable, here's how you do it DIY kind of situation. And I finally got my brain around how it works, battery drain, how you can charge it, how long the batteries are gonna die, what you can use. And it's taken me that long to really get a good understanding about it. And so here we are with the INERGY system. And I gotta start out by saying that this system is so awesome in a lot of ways. Yes, spoiler alert, I am a fanboy, but you'll hear why. Because there's no smoke gonna be blown. I'll tell you the bad stuff too. But I am a fanboy. This system, one of the main reasons I love it is because it's an all-in-one turnkey system. It's easy. You don't have to figure out batteries. You don't have to figure out discharge. You don't have to work with charge controllers. Everything's right here. You literally plug, snap and lock connectors into your solar panels, and that's it. Really, that's it. When you go to use it, you've got a plethora of options for power out. You've got regular 120s. You've even got an RV plug on here. You've got regular old USBs for charging devices. There's even 12-volt connectors on there for like a cigarette kind of car battery. And so I gotta tell you that the system itself is built like a tank. This is solid, nice, thick steel. All of the controls are laid out very easy. It's not heavy. This thing is 20 pounds, guys. And to see all little power, once again, go back to another video, but just as a quick overview, we've used it to power outdoor get-togethers for lighting under tents and stuff like that. Used it for camping. It works like a champ. You don't even, when you're talking about a day-long trip camping or 2 days, I didn't even bring the solar panels. They stayed at home. I just had this thing charged up, grabbed it, go. Another way that you can actually charge it if you don't want to bring the solar panels with you is through your vehicle's 12-volt system. You can plug that right on in and it'll charge like that. That way if you're out and about, camping or whatever you want to do, and you drain it down, you can charge it right back up with your vehicle or obviously the solar panels. But it can also plug into your regular home 120 and charge it all the way up. Now, what have I used it for? Okay, well, I told you about the get-togethers, the camping stuff. I've actually used this to charge and bring my ATV back to life. Because of the 12-volt connector on there, my ATV's battery died and we were stuck. And I used it to connect this to that, charged it up, no problem at all. Other things, there have been power outages. As a matter of fact, there was a power outage last night, and lights and stuff like that are not a problem. CPAP machine, not a problem. We have a daughter that has special needs, and so there's machines that go along with that, and not a problem. Now, I've run it in other videos on stuff to test it out, just to like torture test it. Chop saw, it would run, but barely. That was kind of the most intense power drain. But I've run literally, I think it was 20 full LEDs that were 8 watts all at one time, and I ran it for hours, just hours to see how it does. But all of that stuff is great, and all of that stuff is, you know, grand, but here's the scoop. What am I not happy with this? One thing I'm not happy with, and I'll tell you, is the blue light and the screen, the LED screen. These are super important and super useful, but when you're camping, it's bright. I wish that they had some kind of thing that would make it go into a dim mode. And I tell you why, because what you would do or what I would do is we take something and put it over the top of this to stop the light. That's a bad idea. The unit can overheat if it gets too hot. So that's one thing. And then the other thing that they're working on, they've told me, Scouts Honor, they're working on it. I want to have more storage. I want to be able to daisy chain this battery to the next battery to the next. And they've told me it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And these are lithium ion batteries, so it's a whole different world. The charging is faster, lots of storage in a very, very lightweight package. And this unit, you can daisy chain up to 600 watts of panels. Now, okay, other stuff I've used it for. Like I said, lights with the storm, machines, CPAP stuff, and it's just worked like a champ. I can't, the only things I can knock it on are the ones I told you about. And if you're interested in looking it up and seeing how cool it is for you, there are links down below. And so I gotta say, after months and months of use, you know, you obviously don't use it every day. It's when you need it kind of thing. I would definitely recommend it. Now, who would I recommend it for? I would recommend it right out of the gate for folks who are camping and have ATVs and that kind of stuff, where you're not gonna put this on your back and carry it if you're hiking, because that'd just be silly. But if you got, you know, equipment that you're gonna go out into the wilderness, and this can easily fit on an ATV, or if you're using a truck or whatever, but I wouldn't backpack with it. I don't think backpacking is a good idea with it, just because it's bulky and it's 20 pounds. But if you're gonna camp like that, this would be a great base camp unit. Matter of fact, with some of the systems that they sell, that you can get the daisy chainable lights, and it comes right with it, and they're amazing. Who else would I recommend this for? I would recommend this for anybody who has medical issues at home, where if the power goes out, you need to have light. You gotta have light, you gotta have power, those machines just gotta work. This thing would work for a very long time depending on your use. CPAP machine, you're talking 3 days of use without a problem. Other folks, preppers are an obvious one, because it's quiet. You can generate power without making noise. You know, generators are great, but that's like waving a flag in the air. Hey, guess what? I got electricity and you don't. This does it quietly. You can just generate your power. Maybe it's a refrigerator you got to power, and yes, it will power a small refrigerator for several hours. But I would also recommend it for anybody that's in a common natural disaster zone, like, you know, Florida, Louisiana, Texas, all that kind of stuff, because those storms are pretty regular, and a device like this is going to get you through when the power's down for quite a while. Folks who have to chill medicine, that's hugely important. And so for me, the obvious, I guess, recommendation is, I love the box, I love the system, it's all in one, and it's easy to use. and it's been reliable. We've had it for quite a while now, 5 months at least, and I can't remember exactly, but I think it's closer to 6 months, but used it several times. I would recommend it highly. If you are interested, links are down below. If you want to ask me a question, shoot me an email at info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com. I'll be happy to answer any emails. And gotta say, guys, I'm just honestly, I'm happy with it. Kodiak system by INERGY. Check it out. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not. It's definitely for me. Brad with the Big Family Homestead. You guys have an amazing day.